Today we're walking through the reconciliation best practices in Zoho Books. We're going to cover what reconciliation actually means, why you need to stay on top of it every single month, how matching and categorizing feed into your reconciliation, and a handful of practical tips to keep the whole process clean. By the end of this video, you should have a solid workflow for reconciling your accounts in Zoho Books. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the basics. Reconciliation is the process of comparing what's sitting in your bank account to what's recorded in your books, line by line, to confirm they actually match. It's the final sign-off that your books reflect reality. Here's why it matters. If you skip reconciliation, errors, duplicates, and missing transactions quietly pile up in the background. You might think your books are fine because the numbers look reasonable, but reconciliation is the only step that actually proves it. That's why it needs to happen every month, or at a minimum every time you get a new statement. A quick but important reminder, reconciliation isn't just for your bank accounts. Clearing accounts, equity accounts, even payroll accounts should get reconciled on some cadence too. Today though, we're going to focus specifically on bank accounts and credit cards, since those are the ones you'll be touching most often. So let's hop into Zoho Books. Your bank accounts live under the banking module in the left sidebar. Click into whichever account you want to reconcile. From here, click the gear icon in the top right corner, and you'll see Reconcile Account as an option. That's your reconciliation home base for this account. It shows you every reconciliation you've ever run, and it's where you'll kick off a new one. Before we get into the actual reconciliation screen, there's something you need to watch out for right here on your bank feed. Manually added, uncleared transactions sitting in your account. Here's the deal. When a bank statement comes into Zoho Books, either through a live feed or an import, each line needs to end up in one of two buckets. Matched or categorized. Matching means that you're linking that bank line to a transaction that already exists in Zoho Books, like a bill or an invoice payment, something you've already entered. Categorizing means the transaction doesn't exist yet in Zoho Books, so you're creating it right from the banking screen. If you skip that step and just manually key a transaction directly into the register without going through match or categorize, it can sit there uncleared and never get tied back to your actual bank feed. That's a red flag during reconciliation because Zoho Books can't confirm it against your statement. The fix is simple. Go back through your uncategorized transactions and make sure everything is properly matched or categorized instead of just manually plugged in. That keeps your reconciliation clean and traceable. Next up is timing differences. This is one of the most common things that trips people up, and it's completely normal. A timing difference happens when a transaction is dated within your current statement period in Zoho Books, but your bank hasn't actually processed it yet, so it doesn't show up on the statement. Checks are the classic example. You cut a check on the 28th, it's recorded into Zoho Books that day, but the vendor doesn't cash it until the following month. You'll know you're looking at a timing difference when a transaction is checked off or matched in Zoho Books, but it's creating a difference on your reconciliation because your statement doesn't show it yet. The fix here is not to delete it, just uncheck it for this reconciliation period. It'll match up automatically next month when the bank actually processes it. Now here's a nuance that can really throw off your numbers if you're not careful. Mixing and selecting when you're matching or categorizing transactions. In Zoho Books, you can match a single bank line to multiple transactions at once. Say one deposit that actually covers two invoices. That's a great feature. But if you start selecting transactions that belong in a different reconciliation period than the one you're currently working in, you can accidentally pull an item out of last month's reconciled batch or shift it into the wrong period. That's worth extra caution if you've got a lot of invoices for the same amount. Subscription-based businesses especially, since it's easy to grab the wrong one when several transactions look identical. Now, how does this show up? You'll open your reconciliation screen and see a difference that shouldn't be there, or notice a transaction that was reconciled last month suddenly looks unreconciled. If that happens, trace it back. 9 times out of 10, it's a mixed match that crosses a period boundary. Zoho Books also lets you bulk categorize using what a lot of us just call the mix and select function. You multi-select a batch of uncategorized transactions, and you can categorize or match them together instead of one at a time. It's a real time saver when you're catching up on a backlog, but it comes with the exact same risk. If any transaction in that batch falls outside of the date window of the reconciliation period you're actually working on, you can pull something into the wrong period or out of one that's already reconciled without ever noticing it happened. Before you bulk categorize, take a second to confirm every transaction in your selection actually belongs to the period you're working on. If you're liking this video so far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It's a totally free way to help us out. While you're down there, drop any questions or comments below. I read every one of them. And if you'd like to talk about how we can help with your Zoho implementation, head on over to Zenatta.com and book a meeting. Alright, let's get back into it. Sometimes a transaction that should be in Zoho Books just isn't there. Before you assume it's missing entirely, check your Excluded tab over here on the right side. It's possible it got excluded either by the system automatically or sitting just out of view. If it's genuinely missing, you can import it. From the gear icon in your bank account, choose Import Statement, and bring in the file covering the machine date range. Import formatting, especially amount column and date formats, is its own can of worms. So if you want the full walkthrough on that, check out our new Books training course. We go deep on the import minutiae there. And on the flip side, if you accidentally import the same statements twice, you'll get duplicate transactions. Zoho Books will usually flag and auto-exclude true duplicates for you, but if one slips through, just select it in the Uncategorized Transactions tab and click Exclude. You can always find it later under that excluded filter. You need to bring it back. So you can see exactly how this troubleshooting process works. I'm going to go ahead and categorize the rest of these transactions and then reconcile this account. So first, we have a check for Company 2. We're going to put this into COGS. We're going to put this into Cost of Goods Sold and save. Then we have an ACH for Demo Company 3. That's going to be dues and subscriptions. Alright, now that that's categorized, let's go ahead and reconcile. Let's dive into this reconciliation. For intents and purposes, I've got a bank statement here that is going to line up very well. So the very first thing we do is reconcile now, and you make sure your start date and your end date are the same. So our start date on this bank statement is June 1st, and our end date is June 30th. Our closing balance looks like it is $19,606.27. As you can see, everything is checked here, but we have quite a difference. The very first thing you will notice is that we have a journal entry here for our opening balance, because an opening balance wasn't added when we initially added this account. And in order to correct an opening balance that's missing, you have to journal entry into opening balance equity, what should have been in that bank account. So we make sure that's checked, and then our opening balance should match the statement. Then we go down through the indenture. A deposit here for these transactions. We're going to check them both. Then we go down and we see there's $2,200 here, so that's just fine. $54.99 here. And now this is interesting. Up at the top, there's a show based on group bank statements check. And when that's checked, you can see what you've categorized together. So when you're going through your bank statement, if you transact categorized like that, you will have to be careful. So our next item is this 8640. And when you look, that's not apparent here. And that's because we have show based on group bank statements checked. And that shows you that you categorized these 5 things together. And there's our 8640. So it's included when we check this off. And then we move on down to 1475 here, 128.34 here, 89 here, 640 here, 2100, and then we're missing a 58.90. And if I go back up to here, I can check, and there is a 58.90. We're also missing this 142.75, and it's bound here too. These are just the things you have to look out for when you categorize in bulk like that. Then we have the 212.87 here, the 310 here, 750 here, but there's a 167.20 that's not showing. So we go back up here and we see our 167.20. Then we have then we have a 1340, the 750, and an 1846.45. Now, there is a considerable difference here. So now we need to double check everything. What I don't see on this is a 1340 from 628. That's not on the bank statement. And it's a vendor payment. So I bet if we go in to our vendor payments by unchecking that box, clicking Save and Reconcile Later, then go back to our bank account and go to Manually Added Transactions, you can see a vendor payment for $628 that was manually added for $13.40. That tells me, since it was paid via check here, that that check just has not been processed by the bank yet. So I go back to Reconcile account, click on the In Progress Reconciliation, and I uncheck it, leave it unchecked. A quick note, if you don't uncheck these when you go to adjust them, Zoho Books will not let you edit these transactions. If you need to edit a transaction, you have to uncheck it in the reconciliation before saving and reconciling later. But this difference brings us down to 86.72. All right. What else are we missing? Well, if we go back to our 5 items that are grouped by bank account here, you can see we've got a 94.60 from 7.2. Now that's outside of our statement range. So what we need to do is unselect that, save and reconcile later, go back to our business transactions, and instead of looking at manually added, we're going to look at all. And then we're going to scroll down to this meals and entertainment line item and uncategorize it. And that puts all 5 of these transactions back. If you wish to still batch transact them, you select the ones that actually match the timing. You leave out the one that doesn't match that timing. You go to categorize manually and you just repeat the process by selecting meals and entertainment, and save. And now, when we go back to our reconciliation, this line item has changed. It only includes 4. Now, interestingly enough, we have a negative $7.88 difference here, and that's weird. So the very first thing we're going to do is look back at our bank statement here and see what's missing. What I don't see at the end is $412 or $4. What I don't see at the end here is $4.12 of interest earned and a $12 monthly service charge. Let me save and reconcile later. The very first thing I'm going to do is go back to our bank feed and click Excluded to see if, oh, look at that. Both of them were excluded. So I just click both of these and I restore them. Now they pop back over here into uncategorized transactions, and I can select interest earned. So I can select interest earned and label it as interest income. received via bank remittance, and save. And now we have our monthly service charge, which is going to be a fee from the bank. And then, just for funsies, because I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and categorize this outstanding meal. That is from July. We're not in July yet, but I like to have a clean transaction list. Now we can jump back to our Reconcile account. We can scroll down and we can select these. And there, it's perfect. Now, one thing that I like to do is attach a bank statement right here into the reconciliation. This provides a very, very important audit trail. So you just drag and drop, and now it is attached. And then you make sure your difference is 0, and you click Reconcile. Now it's been reconciled for this period. You can see your closing balance, and you can see that statement here. Let's wrap this up with a few best practice tips that'll keep this whole process running smoothly. First, reconciliation is a double check and not a rubber stamp. Don't just glance at a 0 difference and then click Reconcile. Actually scan through the transactions and make sure that what you're confirming genuinely matches your statement and there are no lingering unchecked items hiding in there. Second, attach your statement every single time you reconcile. Zoho Books lets you upload that file right there in the screen. That's a paper trail, so if an auditor, a business partner, even future you ever needs to double check a reconciliation, the source document is right there attached to it. Third, do this monthly or at whatever cadence matches your statements. Most bank accounts are monthly, but some vendors or accounts run on a quarterly statement cycle, so match your reconciliation cadence to that. Fourth, and this one catches people constantly, credit cards and some banks run on staggered statement release schedules. Just because your checking account statement dropped on the 1st doesn't mean your credit card statement is ready yet. Don't let those fall through the cracks just because they show up later. And finally, build in a system so you don't forget any of this. A recurring calendar reminder tied to each statement's release date works great, or turning on email alerts directly from your bank is another easy backstop. Put those pieces together, and you've got a solid, repeatable reconciliation workflow in Zoho Books. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button below. And don't forget, if you need help with your Zoho implementation, head on over to Zenatta.com and book a meeting. We would love to help. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.